Comprehensive hair analysis testing for heavy metals and minerals. What is hair analysis testing? Hair analysis, also known as hair tissue mineral analysis, is a method to assess long-term exposure to environmental toxins, including heavy metals, microplastics, and persistent organic pollutants, or forever chemicals. By evaluating bioaccumulation patterns and nutrient imbalances, this technique provides valuable insights into individual health, exposure history, and supports targeted detoxification strategies. Pros and cons of hair analysis testing. Pros: it's non-invasive. It captures long-term exposure data, unlike blood or urine tests. It provides actionable insights for targeted detoxification. Cons: it's susceptible to external contamination. Interpretation variability does exist due to different hair growth rates and cycles. Also, there's an absence of universal standard reference ranges. Why hair analysis testing matters for health. Hair analysis is a diagnostic tool that assesses the mineral composition of hair to provide insights into an individual's nutritional status, potential imbalances, and exposure to toxic elements. This method operates on the principle that the mineral content of hair reflects the mineral status of the body's tissues, offering a unique window into long-term exposure and bioaccumulation patterns. Key toxins and nutrients identified in hair analysis. Heavy metals. Elements such as lead, aluminum, and mercury are known to accumulate in the body, leading to various health issues. Lead exposure is linked to neurological disorders, developmental delays, and hypertension. Lead is a well-documented neurotoxin, particularly harmful to children, where exposure can result in cognitive deficits, behavioral issues, and developmental delays. In adults, chronic exposure is associated with hypertension, renal dysfunction, and reproductive problems. Aluminum exposure has been implicated in neurodegenerative diseases, notably Alzheimer's disease. Studies suggest that aluminum can accumulate in the brain, potentially contributing to neurofibrillary tangles and amyloid plaque formation, hallmark features of Alzheimer's pathology. Mercury can lead to cognitive impairment and immune suppression. Mercury exposure, particularly in its methylmercury form, poses significant health risks. It can cross the blood-brain barrier, leading to cognitive impairments, motor dysfunction, and immune suppression. Electrolytes. Essential minerals such as calcium, potassium, magnesium, and sodium play crucial roles in maintaining physiological functions. Imbalances in these electrolytes can indicate health risks or dietary deficiencies, affecting processes like nerve signaling, muscle contraction, and fluid balance. Calcium is essential for bone health, muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and blood clotting. Hypocalcemia, or low calcium levels, can lead to muscle spasms and cardiac arrhythmias, while hypercalcemia, or high calcium levels, may result in kidney stones and impaired neurological function. Magnesium plays a vital role in over 300 enzymatic reactions, including energy production, DNA synthesis, and muscle and nerve function. Deficiencies are associated with cardiovascular diseases, insulin resistance, and migraines. Potassium is critical for maintaining cellular function, nerve transmission, and muscle contraction. Abnormal potassium levels can lead to serious health issues. Hypokalemia, or low potassium, may cause muscle weakness and cardiac arrhythmias, while hyperkalemia, or high potassium, can result in life-threatening cardiac events. Sodium regulates fluid balance, blood pressure, and nerve function. Hypernatremia, or high sodium levels, is linked to hypertension and cardiovascular diseases, whereas hyponatremia, or low sodium levels, can cause neurological disturbances and, in severe cases, cerebral edema. Hair analysis goals: exposure, detoxification, and nutritional balance. First goal is to evaluate exposure levels. You determine individual exposure to environmental toxins and assess nutrient imbalances to understand potential health implications. Then supporting detoxification and nutritional strategies by utilizing the analysis to guide targeted detoxification protocols and nutritional interventions aimed at restoring optimal health. Also providing actionable insights, offer recommendations to reduce future toxin exposure and enhance health through the maintenance of electrolyte balance and nutritional adequacy. Hair sample collection methodology, ensuring accuracy in testing. Accurate hair analysis begins with meticulous sample collection to prevent contamination and ensure representativeness. Adhering to standardized protocols is crucial. The hair should be washed with a non-medicated shampoo and thoroughly rinsed to remove external pollutants. After drying, samples are typically collected from the scalp, preferably from the nape of the neck or behind the ears, using clean stainless steel scissors. Approximately 100 to 150 milligrams of hair cut as close to the scalp as possible is recommended to provide a sufficient sample for analysis. This approach minimizes external contamination and ensures the sample reflects endogenous exposure. Interpreting hair analysis results. Interpreting hair analysis data requires distinguishing between endogenous or internal and exogenous or external sources of contamination. This differentiation is achieved by considering factors such as the individual's exposure history, hair treatment practices, and environmental conditions. Established thresholds for heavy metals, chemical toxicity, and electrolyte levels serve as reference points to assess whether the detected concentrations pose health risks. Identifying patterns of bioaccumulation and nutrient imbalances provides insights into long-term exposure risks and potential health implications, guiding personalized interventions and preventative measures. Strengths and weaknesses of hair tissue mineral analysis. Hair analysis aids in tracking the effectiveness of detoxification protocols and nutritional interventions by providing a historical record of exposure and nutrient levels. Hair analysis can correlate toxin exposure and electrolyte imbalances with adverse health outcomes, facilitating early intervention and risk mitigation strategies. However, current analytical methods may not detect all chemical compounds or trace amounts of electrolytes and toxins present in hair. This limitation underscores the need for continuous advancement in detection technologies. Standardization needs in hair analysis testing. A significant challenge in hair analysis is the absence of universally accepted reference ranges for various toxins and electrolytes. This lack of standardization complicates the interpretation of results, and values considered normal in one laboratory may be deemed abnormal in another. Developing methods capable of detecting emerging contaminants, such as graphene-based materials, is imperative due to their increasing prevalence and potential health risks. Additionally, refining electrolyte testing methodologies will provide more accurate assessments of nutritional status and metabolic imbalances. Combining hair analysis with other diagnostic methods. Integrating hair analysis with other biomonitoring methods, including blood, urine, and tissue sampling, can provide a comprehensive profile of an individual's exposure and health status. This multimodal approach allows for cross-validation of findings and a more holistic understanding of the body's response to environmental toxins and nutritional deficiencies. Such integration enhances the accuracy of diagnosis and the effectiveness of personalized treatment plans. A comparative review of data from healthy and infected subjects reveals distinct patterns of toxin bioaccumulation. For example, individuals with chronic illnesses exhibit significantly higher levels of heavy metals, correlating with reported symptoms. Hair analysis as a reliable tool for long-term toxin exposure assessment. Hair analysis serves as a valuable, non-invasive tool for assessing long-term exposure to environmental toxins, including heavy metals, microplastics, and persistent organic pollutants. This method offers critical insights into individual health risks and supports the development of targeted detoxification and nutritional strategies. Integrating hair analysis with other biomonitoring methods can provide a more holistic understanding of exposure and health outcomes. As research progresses, hair analysis is poised to play an increasingly significant role in environmental health assessments and personalized medical interventions. Thank you for listening, and you can find more information on how to get your own hair tissue mineral analysis at masterpeace.health.